I think we're looking again at a lost technology. And it was this ancient apocalypse 12,800 years ago that wiped that from the human memory bank.
Scientists have made an astounding discovery beneath the Sahara Desert that has shocked the world. Hidden beneath the sands, this discovery challenges everything we once believed about Earth's history, igniting curiosity and wonder. This remarkable find suggests dramatic historical shifts in Earth's geography or serves as a compelling piece of modern art, sparking widespread intrigue and speculation about the past environments of our planet. What could scientists have uncovered beneath the sand of the Sahara? Let's dive in and find out. Let's start with a simple idea. The Sahara Desert covers many countries, and several places once had pyramids. Naturally, some of these pyramids are found in the desert sands, including the ones at Meru in Sudan. When these pyramids were uncovered, they became a significant discovery. Some even claim they are among the most stunning pyramids ever found. You might think the Egyptians built them since they are most associated with pyramid structures, but that's not true here. These pyramids were built by the kingdom of Kush, which was once a rich and powerful empire. To give you a clear picture, these pyramids were made of granite and sandstone in the Nubian style, with small bases and steep sides, standing between 6 and 30 meters tall. This is much smaller than the huge pyramids of Giza, which are nearly 5 times taller. Interestingly, the desert sands have helped preserve these pyramids so well over time, and they are also historically significant and a big tourist attraction in Sudan. How did these pyramids get lost in the first place? The desert sands, whether in Egypt, Sudan, or elsewhere, constantly shifted, which caused the pyramids to be buried. Only the local people knew their location but needed help to dig them out. When archaeologists eventually discovered them, it was a big thing. It is so fortunate that these beautiful pieces of history are now preserved and can be viewed by the eager public. When we think of the Sahara Desert, we often picture vast seas of dry sand, but the Sahara is mainly made up of rocky Hamada landscapes. The endless dunes in photos and movies comprise only 30% of the desert, while the other 70% is gravel. Even the sand comes from rock, which breaks down into smaller particles over time through various weathering processes like chemical, biological, and temperature changes. But that's not all. The Sahara has other features, including stone plateaus, salt flats, dry valleys, rivers, mountains, streams, and oases. Quite a variety, right? There's more to the Sahara than you might imagine. Archaeologists have made an incredible discovery of real-life castles in the Sahara Desert, revealing an ancient civilization. Recent satellite images uncovered over 100 fortress settlements belonging to the mysterious Garamontes people in southwest Libya. These communities, dating from around 81 to 500 AD, were part of an advanced society that ruled the region from the 2nd century BC to the 7th century AD. The findings came from a careful study of modern satellite images, including pictures used by the oil industry and old aerial photographs from 2011. Expeditions and pottery samples confirmed the existence of the fortresses, but research was paused due to the Libyan civil war that ended Muammar Gaddafi's 42-year rule. Unfortunately, limited funding has slowed further study, but we may uncover more about these lost fortresses as we continue. Imagine you're walking through the vast expanse of the Sahara when you suddenly come across a stunning sight. A massive land art installation that looks like something out of a dream. This is Desert Breath, an enormous artwork of intricate geometric patterns carefully carved into the desert floor. Yes, you heard that right. Some people may note that aliens created it, but it is an artist's collective, and nonetheless, it is amazing. It is a masterpiece that isn't static. The artwork is designed to change and evolve as desert winds sweep the land, transforming the patterns into a shifting, ever-changing kaleidoscope of shapes and shadows. But who is behind this remarkable installation? Desert Breath was created by talented artists and architects. Their goal was to merge art, nature, and the desert into something people could truly appreciate, and they succeeded. Yet its meaning is still shrouded in mystery. Some believe it represents the cycle of life, the earth, and rebirth, and is a constant reminder of existence. Some think it symbolizes our interaction with the desert and the continuous changes in ourselves and the surrounding environment. If you thought the discovery of the Desert Breath was shocking, hold on tight. We're about to unveil dinosaur teeth found in a prehistoric river belonging to none other than Spinosaurus. Researchers have made an astonishing discovery involving the one and only Spinosaurus. A significant find was a team of archaeologists unearthing a remarkable 1,200 dinosaur teeth. These dental treasures provide compelling evidence that Spinosaurus was a true aquatic heavyweight. A staggering 45% of all the dinosaur teeth found in a prehistoric river belonged to Spinosaurus. Most of these dinosaur teeth fossils were discovered in Morocco, where the Sahara Desert once hosted a mighty river 100 million years ago. Yes, the Sahara was not always a vast desert. It was once home to a flowing river that served as the stomping grounds for Spinosaurus. These toothy finds have revolutionized our understanding of this colossal predator. Evidence suggests that this giant measured an impressive 49 feet long and weighed around 6 tons. Rather than stalking the land for its next meal, was primarily an aquatic dinosaur, making it the ultimate river-dwelling beast. Can you imagine the Spinosaurus gracefully swimming through ancient waters, its sail-like fin gliding effortlessly? With this discovery, we've unlocked another piece of the prehistoric puzzle. This hot desert was once green and alive with lakes, rivers, grasslands, and even forests. The Sahara experienced periodic shifts between humid and dry conditions for a long time. These fluctuations were caused by small wobbles in the tilt of the Earth's orbital axis, which controls how much solar radiation reaches the atmosphere. Since Earth's existence, the sun has provided more energy during the West African monsoon season, and during African humid periods, much more rain falls over North Africa. When there is more rain, the region becomes greener and dries out when there is no rain. This cycle had been happening for thousands of years, but something unusual occurred between 8,000 years and 4,500 years ago. The shift from humid to dry conditions happened repeatedly in certain areas, much more than what could be explained by the Earth's orbit changes alone. These frequent transitions led to the Sahara Desert as we know it today. However, researchers believe that human activity contributed to the extreme dryness. They suggest that humans and their animals damaged the grasslands and plants as they moved through, overgrazing the grasses and reducing the moisture emitted by plants, which helped form clouds. It's also believed that nomadic humans may have used fire as a tool for land management, accelerating the desertification process. Another popular and well-known site of fossils is Wadi Al-Hitan, a United Nations educational, scientific, and cultural organization UNESCO World Heritage Site located in the Western Geographic Zone of Egypt, where entire skeletons of whales are found buried in the sands of the desert. Around 40 million years ago, the vast area now known as the Sahara was occupied by a considerable sea where whales floated gracefully. As the sea slowly receded and the land emerged, these majestic creatures perished and were buried under layers of sediment. These prehistoric secrets have been uncovered in Wadi Al-Hitan, including the fossil of a remarkable prehistoric whale known as Meteorite anubis. This ancient whale lived about 43 million years ago and was no ordinary creature. Unlike modern whales, Meteorite anubis had 4 legs and razor-sharp teeth. Measuring around 10 feet long, it was an amphibious predator with a jaw that rivaled the deadliest raptors. Named after Anubis, the Egyptian god of death. This creature had a unique feeding style due to its fearsome characteristics, suggesting it was a powerful apex predator during its time. Meteorite anubis weighed about 1,300 pounds and likely dominated both land and sea, capable of walking on land thanks to its legs with webbed feet. This significant discovery fills an essential gap in the evolutionary history of whales, tracing their origins back to around 50 million years ago, when these creatures were beginning their transition from land to sea. The sands of Western Sahara have uncovered hundreds of intriguing stone formations, baffling experts. These stone structures come in various shapes and sizes, leaving archaeologists uncertain about their purpose or origin. Some resemble crescents, others form neat circles, and there are straight lines, rectangular platforms, and piles of rocks. One complex structure combines consecutive lines, stone circles, a platform, and rock piles, stretching over 2,000 feet. Archaeologists quickly realized these formations might hold deep secrets. Although their exact purpose remains unknown, some believe they could be ancient grave markers. Unfortunately, not much excavation has been done, and very few artifacts suitable for radiocarbon dating have been found. However, a few rock heaps, known as tumuli, did reveal human burials dating back around 1,500 years. While they seem simple burials, more could be hidden beneath them. Scientists have discovered an ancient space rock in the Sahara Desert, an extraordinary meteorite named Ergchek 002 EC002 for short, which contains the oldest volcanic rock ever found. This remarkable find is over 2 million years older than any known meteorite and belongs to a rare rock type called andesite, typically found in Earth's subduction zones. Analysis reveals that it solidified 4.6 billion years ago, indicating it was once part of an ancient protoplanet's crust. This meteorite provides a glimpse into the early stages of our solar system and could offer vital clues about how planets, including Earth, formed. EC002 is unique due to its andesite composition, setting it apart from other meteorites usually made of basalt. The scarcity of similar relics suggests most have either merged to form planets or were destroyed. Researchers estimate that the magma within EC002 took at least 100,000 years to cool and solidify after melting. This extraordinary discovery gives scientists a rare chance to study the building blocks of planets and gain deeper insights into the cosmic processes that shaped our universe. If you thought the discovery of an ancient space rock in the Sahara Desert was shocking, hold on tight. We're soon to reveal the Gobero skeletons. Decades have passed since the North African campaign of World War II, but a recent discovery in the harsh Egyptian desert has reignited interest. In May 2012, a Polish oil worker stumbled upon the remains of a Curtiss P-40 Kitty Hawk fighter. This rugged American-built plane likely served with the Royal Air Force during the war under the U.S. Lend-Lease program. It is believed to have been lost on June 28, 1942, when Flight Sergeant Dennis Copping was forced to make an emergency landing in the Sahara. Copping's story is one of many wartime tragedies. German Field Marshal Erwin Rommel's Panzer Army continued to build pressure in the spring and summer of 1942, forcing the British Eighth Army to retreat towards Egypt. The British gave a befitting reply by October under General Bernard Montgomery and decisively triumphed at the Battle of El Alamein. Turning point in the war. Copping's plane, however, never made it to the front. Military historian Andy Saunders notes that the 24-year-old pilot lost his way, flying in the wrong direction despite a fellow pilot's attempt to correct him. Out of fuel, Copping damaging the aircraft but leaving the cockpit intact. Signs suggest he survived for a while, using his parachute for shade. Tragically, the unforgiving desert claimed his life. 70 years later, the plane remains remarkably preserved in the Saharan sands, a haunting reminder of one man's final battle in the heart of the Sahara Desert. An astonishing discovery awaits, a prominent city of a burial ground to put the remains of our early ancestors. One day, a team of courageous paleontologists, led by none other than Paul Sereno himself, a famous dinosaur hunter, came across this site while searching for bones. They uncovered 200 graves dating back as far as 10,000 years, offering a captivating glimpse into a time when the Sahara flourished with lush lakes and colossal 6-foot-long perch. This monumental burial ground, the largest in the Sahara, unveils the rich history and untold stories of the people who once thrived in this narrowed expanse. Sereno's team meticulously examined the skeletal remains found within the graves. However, it wasn't just bones discovered. Pottery fragments, fish hooks, stone tools, and intricately crafted harpoons made from animal bones were also unearthed, providing valuable insights into the thriving cultures once inhabited this region. Among these were the Kiffian people, a tall and robust people who flourished from 10,000 to 8,000 years ago until a 1,000-year drought made the land barren. But nature's marvels did not end there. A process of regreening began, thus allowing the Tenarian people, a subgroup characterized by distinct pottery, to emerge and persist until approximately 5,000 years ago. Gradually, these graves show how their lives were and remind us every day of the power or might of the Earth's ever-changing planet. You know that the Sahara is mainly a sandy desert, and the Amazon is a humid rainforest in the northeastern part of South America. But when strong winds are blowing in the Sahara, a tan cloud of dust goes up in the air, thus linking the desert to the jungle. This dust is significant for their relationship. NASA satellites have quantified how much dust travels from the Sahara to the Amazon. This dust journey is crucial because it contains phosphorus, an essential nutrient for plant growth, which the Amazon rainforest relies on. The soils in the Amazon lack sufficient nutrients, which are primarily stored in the plants. Decomposing leaves and organic matter provide most of the nutrients, but rainfall washes away vital elements like phosphorus into streams and rivers. Researchers calculated that about 22,000 tons of phosphorus are transported annually from the Sahara to the Amazon, matching the amount the rainforest loses yearly. NASA's data shows that winds and weather pick up approximately 182 million tons of dust each year, equivalent to 689,290 semi-trucks filled with dust. This dust travels about 1,600 miles across the Atlantic Ocean by the time it reaches the Amazon. Enough dust to fill 104,908 semi-trucks falls on the basin. The scientists analyzed the data year by year and found an 86% variation between the highest, dust transport in 2007 and the lowest in 2011. This variation is believed to be linked to conditions in the Sahel, the semi-arid strip on the southern border of the Sahara. The researchers discovered that the following year's dust transport decreased when Sahel rainfall increased. Although the exact mechanism is unknown, it may be that increased vegetation from rainfall exposes less soil to the wind, or that rainfall affects wind circulation, which ultimately carries the dust into the atmosphere for its long journey across the ocean in the vast landscape of the Sahara. A remarkable discovery has sent shockwaves through the scientific community. A colossal ancient crocodile, unlike any seen before. Paleontologists exploring Tunisia uncovered the remains of this massive sea-dwelling creature, which measures over 30 feet in length and weighs an astonishing 3 tons. Named Spinosaurus rex, this prehistoric crocodile is an absolute beast. Experts from the University of Bologna have compared its size to that of a bus, highlighting its dominance at the top of the food chain during its time. This significant finding suggests that the area was once a lagoon connected to the ocean. Alongside the crocodile, researchers also discovered remains of unidentified fish and turtles. Spinosaurus rex was a formidable predator, likely employing ambush tactics or scavenging to secure its meals. Libyan desert glass, or yellow desert glass, is a fascinating natural product located in the region of the Egyptian Western Desert. This type of glass was created more than 28 million years ago, when a meteorite hit the Earth's surface with much force. But what makes yellow desert glass even more interesting is its bright yellow color and ability. It has a non-typical yellow, or golden-like coloration characteristic of shards of light trapped in glass. This gem-like material has fascinated both researchers and collectors. Yellow desert glass can be dated to a meteorite impact site near the Libyan-Egyptian border. The impact, resulting in high pressure and increased temperature,